right, get in. Get in, right, get in. Fuck you. Get in. Oh, he's trying to fund shit. Fuck it up.
Stop, Bill.
Yeah, I know it's old Bill. Are you seeing that?
Police are there doing nothing.
Fucking absolutely nothing.
Fuck you. Stop, old Bill.
I know it's old Bill. Are you seeing that?
Police are there doing nothing.
Fucking absolutely nothing. They're watching them, they're taking them in.
They're taking them, guys. Look, the whole camp's empty.
They know what's going on. This is a conspiracy. The French authorities know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. We've been in the dunes all night.
Hold my phone. This is live. Listen, you're live on YouTube. Don't let the police, because they don't want to take my phone.
Shit. That's undercover. He's undercover there.
I know it is.
He's undercover.
Right, what's happening right now is the French authorities.
Car, and then about when they'd finished looking into everything, this guy came like sort of marching in. He was obviously one of the top bosses. He was like, give us your phones, give us your PIN numbers for your phones, you'll take it. I said, we're not taking pictures of anyone, mate. We're talking on, we're YouTube, like doing it on YouTube. And then they were trying to get our phones off us. Then they separated us, put us all into different rooms, tried to coerce us into giving them the PIN numbers for the phone. We refused to do that. They said, you give us that. We absolutely refused to give it to them. Yeah, it was. I believe what it is. It's an intimidation tactic because we're not committing any crimes and they can't stick anything on us. This is the only thing that they have the power to do because we're at the border and they're using the border force, the French side, to basically be a nuisance and stop us from. So they stopped us from getting on the train. The first train held us for 4 hours. I thought I was being arrested. I thought all the equipment was being seized. I wanted a lawyer. They refused to give me a lawyer because they said we're not being questioned at that point. You're only out. I said, well, you're asking me questions. You're questioning me. They refused a lawyer. I think that was on the basis they knew what they would do is probably illegal. They probably can't hold you if you're asking for a lawyer. They can't just say no. And then when we started becoming quite frustrated with the whole situation, I started sort of raising my voice a little bit more than I was because I've been sat there now for 3.5 hours. And I said, I'm going to document all of this. I'm going to take all your names. I'm going to put. And then within about 20 minutes of me saying that, they then released us without any charge. Didn't explain anything really. And that was it. Then we were on our way.
Oh, sick. So it's all about if you guys just follow their rules, basically they're trying to put you guys down. But the moment you guys show that you know what you're doing and you know you're not doing anything wrong, is when they like let you go and stuff.
So the main objective of what we're doing here is to make sure it might look very dramatic, and it is, and it's and in some parts it's quite dangerous. But everything that we're doing is not against the law. Nothing we're doing, and we've made sure of it because our plan is to do this on a much bigger scale. Because at the moment, why the boats are crossing in the small numbers because of the weather, we're preparing ourselves for when that picks back up again, and we're talking maybe March, April, May, June next year, they're going to start coming in their thousands again, and we are going to put that to a stop. Every single day, we'll do a rotational rota of British and English men on those beaches, putting pressure on the authorities, putting pressure on the migrants to stay away from the beaches, find the boats, make sure the boats can't be used. And if they block.
Just a quick pause, guys. I really do need to talk to you guys honestly for a moment. You know this channel means everything to me, right? It means absolutely the world to me. I give everything I can. I think it's my favorite part of the day, sitting here and reporting to you guys or going outside and doing heavy reports outside. And I've been doing this since I was 14. On and off. I've quit multiple times. I've come back. I've quit. I've come back. And now I'm here. And we're here to stay. This is the next 40 years plan for me. But honestly, lately, it's been really heavy on me. Not the work, of course, I enjoy doing this, but carrying the work alone, fighting for stories, trying to highlight these stories that matters, especially when it feels like nobody's listening and need your help. I wouldn't be asking if I truly didn't need your support. So if you believe in what we're doing here, if you believe in what I'm doing, what we're trying to build the next 30 years, if you've ever felt like this show speaks for you, I'm asking you as a friend, Please keep this show going. Your support will mean more than you will ever know. And together we can finally wake up the ones who are still asleep with the truth, because the nation is desperately asking for it. So please, hit the first link in the description if you can and support the channel. Thank you so much. Let's get back into the video.
Involved in this, they can't stop it. The only way they can stop it is putting a ban on English and British men coming to France, which will never happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, what we've been doing is it's a story to show the public it can be done, and it can be done over and over again. I didn't want people to think, oh, they've only been there a couple of times, probably won't be like that the third time. So we've been there now 6 times. We've got rid of 3 boats, 1 engine. We've shown that we can find the boats. We've shown that we can stop the migrants. We've shown the hypocrisy of how they're making out it's gang related, when in reality this whole thing is being facilitated by the French authorities, by the NGOs. It's literally that simple. Not one migrant has told us that he's been trafficked. They've all made their own ways. They're all getting money from the NGOs. They've all from the guy coming into France, getting to Paris. He then gets a train from Paris to Lille to Calais. No part of that's gang related. Then when they get in there, they're told by the French authorities and the NGOs, this is where you need to go. They give all the paperwork, they explain what you need to do when you get on the boat, when you get off the boat, what to say, what not to say. They take all their clothes off at the beach to make themselves look vulnerable, when in reality a lot of these men have already been given French citizenship, or not French, French. So actually France's problem. That they are actually France's problem. So when they say they can't turn the boats around, well, hold on, you've accepted this person as a migrant. We've got all the documentation to prove that, and they're still not willing to take them back. So the whole thing is facilitated by the authorities, by the government. So we, as Englishmen, will need to put a stop to that, and that's the plan. But like I said, quickly, it's all dummy runs. At the moment, everything we've been doing is dummy runs. We want to feel, if we keep doing it over and over again, how are the French behaving? How are the French authorities behaving? And to be honest, apart from the border force, all the French police, be it from the maritime police, be it from the local police, the national police, and from the military police, not one of them has ever said anything bad to us. They're all actually quite very welcoming, and to a point where they're getting their phones out and they're showing us the migrant boats and all sorts of pictures. So I know for a fact this will work, and we will make sure we put a plan together that will stop people being arrested. It's the right plan, and it will stop the boats. Yeah,
that's right. And you guys have been so successful with it. A lot of people here back in the UK are really worried about you guys, because sometimes you guys disappear for a couple hours and we're thinking, hey, what's going on with Danny and Tom, and Ryan? And then you guys come back up and we're thinking, okay, that's fine. And the last video that Ryan put out there is that you guys were being chased by migrants with knives and stuff. And I literally seen you guys driving away while this guy was stabbing the car. I mean, that was dangerous, bro. Could you tell me about the bravery that takes to be out there knowing that somebody in the crowd has a knife and is about to put it in you?
Yeah, I mean, what the main purpose of understanding that situation there is these migrants that are very violent, very, very violent, very quickly. They've probably, one of the things, the first time we went into the camp, we looked down a stick and he had an axe head. So if you took the head off an axe, he'd actually strapped it to a piece of wood and wrapped it all the way around, like done the number 8 all the way around, and actually had it. There was guys with knives, and you've got to understand that kind of mentality, that third world mentality, that mindset that they're in. Instantly, violence is the only acceptable thing for them to do. That's what's coming to our country. That's the kind of caliber of people that are going to be staying in our communities, in the hotels and the HMOs. So we have to front that. We have to go to these places and we have to show that. And yes, it is dangerous and it does take a lot of balls to do these things. But as Englishmen throughout history, that's what we've done. That's why we are, if not the best country in the world, because throughout history we've shown ourselves to be brave individuals. If it wasn't for the brave individuals in the 1940s, not having that, having a plan with going ahead with what Hitler said, not signing any deal, we would be speaking German now.
That's right.
German side. So it's very important that we don't forget where we come from. We're getting too comfortable with sitting behind phones and thinking that we can't do anything. We can. We can do something. We are the men of this country. We are the men of England. We are the men of Britain. And it only takes the willpower to make sure that people get away from their houses, away from their screens, and understand if you want something done, you've got to just get yourself out of the comfort zone and do something that's going to actually change it. And I believe what we're doing now and the plan we're setting up will set the foundations for absolute change and to stop these men from coming. The camps alone have shown how violent they are and how the willingness to commit extreme violence, having knives, very, very quickly. You would not want these people around your children, around your wives, around your sisters, around your grandmothers. And we have an open door policy for these men. We have no idea what they've committed. A lot of them are from places that are Taliban, Al-Qaeda, ISIS. You know, if you don't think some of these men are not from those organisations, those terrorist organisations, it's for the birds. You know, so it's a very scary situation, and that's why it's so important to stop it.
Yeah, you mentioned that you're quite busy. Obviously, I'm live right now, and the guys are obviously supporting you through the chat. I don't want to hold you for too long, but we do have a scheduled. We've not found the date for our podcast yet, but I believe that's going to be really soon, and we're going to dive into all this in depth. But I know that you're with your family right now and you're doing your stuff, so I want to give you that space before you go out there and defend the land again. But thank you so much, Danny, and I'll reach out to you via text, and we can do more.
Thank you so much, and like I said, mate, you know, we'll get on the podcast soon, and we'll delve into it. But it's just reminding everyone that it's so important that they understand that this is not a one-time thing. This is a long-term plan that will go well into next year, well into the summer. We believe we have the plan to make this work. We believe we have the plan to stop the vote's entirety, and all it takes is English and British men to do what's needed, and that's what we're asking to do. So thanks very much for your time, buddy, and I hope to speak to you soon.
Thank you so much, sir. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So then, I was born in a refugee camp in Tanzania. At the time, there's so many people ran there. A lot of people were going there, real refugees, after being butchered from the civil war that erupted in Congo. My parents applied for asylum to all the countries. They waited. Now, then I was born in that camp, the same camp. I'm talking tents. I was born there. Now, we're waiting and waiting. For 14 years, we were waiting. Now, of course, these guys could choose to wait as well, but these guys hijacked that and they come in the country illegally. Now, the media will brand you guys racist, far right, the worst people here, the worst group here. How come the good group didn't invite me to go speak over there? So I call this the greatest awakening, because all the way from over there's hundreds of people turning up. It's a Saturday, for God's sake. They could easily go around and watch football and have fun, go on a date, do all the lovely stuff they could do. But instead, they want to stand here, rain or not. They're ready to send the message, and I believe the message will be received today. Thank you so much.
For anybody in the back who struggled to hear this young man's story, one incredible, brave young man.
Oh yes, I
British Christian values, regardless of his own beliefs. Let's hear it for Baraka.
Thank you.